What was the inspiration for the puppy spotter?
Because Rip, the first spotter, is named after my dog, and then
Mm,
Daisy is our other dog that Amanda. Daisy, she's Amanda's dog. So we're
gotcha.
like, well, Rip's gonna be like a serious spotter, and then we're like, let's make a because we're gonna do some comedy spotters. We're like, let's do
Yeah,
Daisy as just a actual dog that's spotting for you.
nice.
The Shermanator says test 2.
So what was the deal with guys over at Rush and Precision?
So basically, when we went to them, it was just us and one other league, and
Hmm.
then we had a producer and a broadcaster, and then like they brought in another league on Tuesday night and basically like gave us like not the producer that we had that we liked. They just gave
Yeah,
us like a new one. And then this week they're just like, "Oh, you guys don't get a producer. You just get the announcer guy is gonna figure out how to produce it." So it kind of pissed Tom off.
gotcha.
Check.
How long was qualifying?
Clear.
I did 10-minute qualifying.
All right. So we'll probably just start up towards the end of qualifying, unless you want to, how much talking you want to do.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'm sure we're gonna do a lot of talking during the race,
Yeah,
but
I think,
it'll probably
I
get
think we'll
spread
have some
out.
time to kill with 11 people.
Yeah.
Damn it! I had this tower working exactly how I wanted, and now it's not perfect. Hmm. I'm guessing you probably do the same thing with Chief as I'm doing with this kind of stuff. I'm just constantly fiddling.
Oh yeah. Not so, like before we went live, I was like, man, this isn't working right. So tried to fix it real quick. I'm like, all right, because I on my live timing, I have it where you can select the driver and then it'll go to them on the cameras, and I added a couple
Yeah.
camera things.
Are you using? You don't have to give away secrets if you don't want to, but are you using Claude or something to help you with a bunch of different stuff, or using?
Yeah, I'm using Claude.
I'm just pretty much using Chat GPT.
I started with ChatGPT, then started regressing my code a lot where what it like broke it completely one time. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
fuck this, and then I started researching it. I'm like, oh, Claude seems pretty good.
Yeah.
I like the new co-work they have because I have the Max or whatever. I pay for the Max where it literally just changes the shit on your computer for you. Because before I would just copy and paste because I didn't trust AI. I'm like, okay, yeah, there you go. You can just change it on my computer for me.
That's pretty cool. Claude, I need to look at Claude, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely more coding based than ChatGPT.
Yeah, ChatGPT is a nice medium one because I do a lot of images and stuff too.
Like I use ChatGPT for like all my lines and stuff because ChatGPT is a lot funnier than Claude.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Let's see if I can just break this here real quick. I don't know why this is. It's a stupid border.
Ooh, Frank's going around. Up, Trucker Dave.
Is Tyler and Cade Warden on the racetrack?
I don't see that. I think they might have just come out. Doesn't say they're in their stall.
It says they're in their stall. I was
No.
hoping one of
Oh,
them make a
Tyler.
lap.
Cade is in his stall. Tyler's. Wait, hang on. Oh, they're both coming out right now. Oh, you're trying to see the split thing?
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to fix something here that got broken. I don't know how it got broken. I didn't change anything. By the time I got 3 minutes left in practice, okay.
The Shermanator says test 2. The Shermanator says test 2. The Shermanator says test 2. The Shermanator says test 2.
Okay.
Why is this shit breaking?
The Shermanator says test 2.
Okay.
If you hear this, the pit wall is online and
This shit
ready to
breaking.
talk shit. The Shermanator says test 2.
Okay.
If you hear this, the pit wall is online and
What's up, Eric Carter? Boo boo.
Eric Carter says, "What's up?"
Guess I should quit screwing. You
Not
said
too
10
much,
minutes
man. How you doing?
qualifying?
Yeah, 10 minutes qual.
All right. What are you paying for Claude a month?
I think it's like 130.
A month?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I do a lot of stuff, so I was going over the limit a lot.
All right. Now I'm just going to have to go with what I got. Quit screwing with it. I'll fix it later.
Oh yeah, you are just like me. Oh, I gotta be live in 2 minutes. So
I know.
it's
I
good
know.
enough.
Yeah. Stop. Just stop fucking with it. Well, the funny thing, I had it working the way I wanted, and it just like fucking changed itself, which was kind of weird. Something. I don't know. Oh, let's see. I should have. I thought I
Yeah,
had a goddamn
qualifying
cheap intro.
underway.
Shit, what did I do with that? We
Yeah,
need to make a cheap. We need to make a good intro for these things.
Yeah, I know. When they grid up, I don't have a recorded thing for some reason. My media player is not playing right, so
Mhm.
I'm just gonna say the script since I obviously I'm Chief's voice, right? So
Yeah.
I'll just deafen myself when I do that. And I'll
Okay.
come back.
All right. I'm just gonna have to play my regular intro for now. We need to get. We need to put one together. Oh. All right. Frank DiMaggio, Jacob Deskins, Jorge Salogo.
Ligo? Ligo?
I don't know.
Ligo.
Sal-
Ligo.
Saligo. We're gonna do it in Italian. It's Jorge Saligo.
There you go.
It's like maybe Frank's gonna be the first one across the line. I need a track map. Today's Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Should be another stream going on live on the channel right now too. Is this our third race?
Yeah, our third race.
And the last one was
Daytona.
okay. I should keep notes on this. Actually do keep notes on all this shit, but
You said you can't do Saturday nights at all?
sometimes I can. It just depends. I don't commit to too many Saturdays just because I'm usually doing stuff. So, but
Yeah.
for me, it's usually like a last minute thing.
Oh, okay.
So like maybe
Yeah,
a day or two before, whether I know I'm doing something. So
I was thinking about possibly maybe changing this to Saturdays. Get more people in on Saturdays.
you get more people during the week for most shows, to be honest.
I know a lot of people have leagues tonight. That's why they're not showing up.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, because there are other. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, because the other leagues always have a lot more people during the week. So
Yeah, I was thinking more for like a one-off race that more people would come in on a Saturday.
yeah, potentially, yeah. All right, I'll get this intro rocking and rolling here.
How are you going to share your screen?
Oh, that's right. Oh, damn it. Google's all screwed up here. All right, should be up. Yeah, we'll need to get an intro put together. I think I grabbed some clips from I grabbed the replay and stuff from the last race. So
Yeah, I'll make a nice intro.
I've already got some music for it. So. All right, so Corey Sherman, co-founder or founder or what?
Founder,
Okay, all right.
owner, operator, engineer, single solo dev.
I didn't know if you were co-founder with Amanda or not.
No, I just brought her on.
You just what?
I said I just brought her on.
Oh, okay.
She's an intern.
All right, we're up to 13. What do we have for Daytona? Do you remember?
33, I think.
Yeah.
But those always bring out big numbers.
Exactly. $50-minute race.
Yep, 50 minutes.
All right, 30 seconds. Three, two. Welcome to a Wednesday night DRSN. We are here for the third round of our AI Chief Community Series. And we find ourselves in New York at Watkins Glen, here for the Grand Prix course. So that we're going to run the boot. Usually we a lot of races we cover just on the NASCAR series, but we're going to run the boot here tonight. We've got 13 drivers strong, qualifying just getting wrapped up. My name is Chris Murphy here with DRSN. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Also in the booth with me tonight, it's a treat. We have Corey Sherman, lead developer, owner, all around everything from AI Chief. Corey, how you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me. I'm gonna hop down real quick to the drivers meeting with these drivers, and I'll be right back.
Excellent. We'll see you in just a few minutes. We're going to go ahead and get started up. As you can see, qualifying just wrapped.
All right, everybody. My audio is not working, so you can't hear Chief recording, but I have the script, so I'm gonna read it to you. So just pretend that Chief is saying this to you. All right, listen up, you beautiful collection of bad decisions. First off, thanks for coming out tonight. We appreciate every one of you showing up. Even the ones who are about to discover the boot is a lot less forgiving than YouTube made it look. Tonight we're at Watkins Glen, the boot, 50 minutes, GT3 cars, fixed setup, which means you miss your breaking point and take an off-road tour through New York. Don't blame the setup. Tonight it's just you and your talent. We've got one rolling start. The race starts on the green flag, not when your brain says, fuck it, green means go. Let's see if we can all survive that concept. This is a 50-minute race with no cautions. If you wind it up on lap 1, congratulations. You got the next 49 minutes to think about the life choices that brought you there. You got one fast repair. 1, don't waste it. Trying to set the world's sorry about this, guys. Latest breaking point in the turn 1. Keep comms to race chatter only. If you got stories, shit talk, or want to argue about who caused the wreck, we've got Discord channels for that. During the race, keep the radio clear so drivers can actually hear what's important. This race is being broadcasted live on DRSN. So remember, every overtake, every mistake, and every spectacular brain fade has an audience. Race hard, race clean, respect each other. If you absolutely have to send it, make damn sure it works because the replay lasts forever. All right, fire him up. Chief has your back. Now don't make me regret saying that. Good luck tonight, everybody.
Strategy plan. Stages end at lap 18 and lap 41.
Looks like Jorge is kind of blinking on and off the screen there.
All right, I'm back.
And Corey has rejoined us as cars are rolling off the grid, so we're going to go ahead and bring you your starting lineup. And on the pole, it is going to be Jorge Salogo. We were talking about this earlier. I told you I was going to mess it up. Jorge Salogo and Jonathan Gain occupy the front row. We get back to row number 2, starting in the 3rd spot. It's Joshua Powell and Frank DiMaggio. Back to row number 3. It is Jacob Deskins and Cade Wharton. Row number 4, starting in the 7th spot, it's Bryce Klein. I should practice these names better. Kleindinst and Bradley Boyce.
You forgot
in the 5th
3.
row. Did I forget the 3?
No, the 3.
Oh, yeah.
I made a mistake.
No, wait a minute. You can't tell me that there's 2 other Bryce Kleindinst on the server, and he had to be number 3.
He must have had some that got probably banned.
His 3rd account, probably.
Yep.
Bradley Boyce is going to start in 8th. We'll get back to row number 5. Starting in the 9th spot is Cameron Bethune. And outside of him, starting in the 5th spot, it's Amanda Sherman. We get back to row number 6. In 11th is Tyler Jones. And in 12th, it's Philip Van Fleet. I always want there's no F, it's a V. And starting tail of the field, back here in the Ford Mustang, starting 13th is Chad Leary. All right, you were just in the drivers' meeting, Corey. What do the drivers have to say? Are they ready to go? 50 minutes of action here. Kind of give us some insight of how the drivers' meeting went.
It didn't go too well because the audio I recorded didn't work, so I had to read the script, and I wasn't reading it too well, but they got the gist of it. So hopefully, we see some good action tonight. Was the audio, I assume, in the voice of Chief? Yeah.
So, do you have a good Chief impression for us, or?
All right, listen up, you imbecile drivers. Or something like that, yeah.
$10 says Bryce causes the first accident.
That's a good one. I like it. Waiting for some. Really anxious to hear all the. I know you got a lot of new things coming on, Chief, and a lot of new voices coming. The new spotter. I haven't had a chance to try it yet, but Rip's always entertaining. I'm really anxious to hear the. What was the name of the new spotter that just came out this week?
The new spotter, her name's Daisy. She is modeled after our little Pomsky that's named Daisy, and that's Amanda's dog. Amanda picked her out, so she's Amanda's little girl. So we decided we're going to make a comedy spotter, and we're going to make it an actual Pomsky that's spotting for you with, she squeaks her toy every now and then. She barks at other cars. And I used it once, but I'm the one that made Rip, so I love Rip.
All right, drivers rolling through turn number 10. We're gonna make that hard right turn on turn number 11. We'll get on to get this 50 minutes of action underway. Jorge and Jonathan Gain there on the front row. Pace car's gonna make that hard right-hand turn. I used to say left-hand turn, but the right-hand turn down pit road. And we are underway at the Glen. Jorge with a great jump. He's going to jump right out in front into turn number 1. Look at Powell down on the bottom. He is going to make his way around. Gain for second. up through turn number 1. And Saligo out in front, Powell to second, Deskins up a couple of spots, started in 5th, and that Ford Mustang now up to 3rd.
Yeah, they spread out pretty good in single file, so I think we might get see who's actually got some speed and saving their stuff here.
First time of the day I get to say the bus stop. So the first time through the bus stop, everybody gets through cleanly. And you know, years ago, they knocked the curbs down on the bus stop when they ran their first F1 race and IndyCar races here. Because if you remember right, when before, man, them curves were monsters, and you really see those NASCARs really pop up in the air. It was always really good photo shots. But everybody getting through there cleanly here in these GT3 cars. Surprisingly enough, I'm looking back here at Philip Van Fleet. He back here dropped a spot, started in 12th. I expected Philip to have a really good run here today, but right now back here in 13th. So we'll keep our eye on the TNA Motorsports number 89 to see if he can make his way up through the field.
Yeah, I raced with Philip for a long time. He's one of my teammates, so he's got some strategy in his head right now. It's going to have to, I have no idea what a fuel run is. It's probably something to do with fuel or tires he's trying to pull off here.
So 50 minutes of action. Did we get it? I did not get a chance to get on the racetrack and get any practice in 50 minutes of action. Are we expecting a fuel stop at some point? I'm assuming you can't run all 50 minutes on one tank of fuel in these GT3 cars.
I didn't do any laps either. I just set up the session off the Fanatec one, and yeah, that's about it.
Well, first lap complete, and we got Cameron Bethune already making the way down pit road. A little different strategy for Cameron here in the Mercedes. Lap number 1 already rolling down pit road for a stop. Jorge Salogo out in front by about almost a full second there at this point. We got 1 lap completed. And as you said just a little bit ago, drivers pretty well single filed out here. We're going to make our way through the bus stop here one more time, or as they call it, the inner loop as well. Do the outer loop, which is turn number 5. And then if it was a NASCAR circuit, we'd only have 7 turns. But here with the boot, we got a total of 11. We're going to make our way down through the toe and the boot and the heel. I'm sure there's a joke there somewhere, but I'm just missing it. We need Chief on that one.
Actually, just popped up over on mine that Bethune used a fast repair.
So Bethune with a fast repair. I don't see any. He did have an off tracker. Let's go back and see if we can take a look at this here real quick. Let's take a look at Cameron. So he did have an off track here at one point. Let's see if we can see what happened here to Cameron in the number 9 Mercedes. Bunch of understeer right there. Oh, it's just going to get off in the grass. Hard contact with the right front. And if I read the rules correctly, we're looking at unlimited fast repairs. Is that correct?
Nope, there's just 1 fast repair.
Just 1. So he used it up early. Didn't even get a lap in. I mean, basically the first minute and a half to 2 minutes of the event, and Bethune's already using his fast repair. So see if he's gonna have to keep that thing on the racetrack for the next 46 minutes and 22 seconds.
That's a long time.
That is a long time, but we'll keep an eye back here on the number 9. Good. Probably he might just win the. Oh, he's gonna hit the wall again. That's live time right there.
I think is that his tire tracks from before too.
I think it was. I think it's the exact same corner. We had an incident before, so Cameron really struggling out here, but he does have one of the best AI Chief liveries painted on the car tonight. I haven't had a chance to look through the rest of the field, but he might just win that. We should have a prize for that.
Yeah, I do like that.
Stick to going in circles.
So Jorge Salogo now stretching his lead out to about 1.5 seconds, 1.6 seconds back to Joshua Powell. Joshua in the what is that? The Corvette, the Good Wrench Corvette, kind of like it should have the number 3 on the side there, I think, if it's going to have the Good Wrench Chevrolet. But back here a little further, we find Jacob Deskins back here in 3rd. Jonathan Gain and Frank DiMaggio are right there together. This is the best battle we have on the racetrack right now between these 3. Gain going to take a look to the inside. Not enough space. He has to back out if he falls back behind Deskins. That is for 3rd, 4th, and 5th as they make their way up the hill.
I really like the front of that green paint there.
Bethune has a black flag.
On Gain's car, yeah, the teeth, the shark's teeth there on the front of it.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's not something you really want to see in the mirror. Let's just take a look and see what that looks like from the back of looking back from Deskins. There you go. So that's what you're going to see in the mirror. You're going to see the shark's teeth on the number 4 of Gain coming at you. as they are now making their way through turns 9 and 10, through 10 down to 11 here at this point. So turn number 10 on the boot would be the turn 7 on the NASCAR series, and they're going to make their way off the last corner across the line. We have got 4 laps complete here, 40, basically a little under 45 minutes left to go. And right now, Jorge Salogo has really got this race dialed in. He's now almost 2 seconds out in front. It looks to be on a roll. He's got a good rhythm going. And we're going to keep an eye right now. So he makes his way up one more time. I like these side shots right here. So I know you're working on a whole bunch more stuff.
Stop, yeah,
there's a good shot right here through the bus stop. And you can see those curves are pretty calm really through there. I mean, he's able to drive right over but really not upset the car too much. So let me see what we got here. So I know you got a bunch of stuff coming our way here. Updates on Chief. Anything you want to mention right now? Any secrets you want to give out?
Yeah, I'll give out a bunch of secrets to all our fans that are watching us. So right now I am working on Pro Plus. It's under development. Also, I'm adding some stuff to the Pro as I go along, as I come up with different ideas. The overlays I have, they are basically 99% done. And then
Wharton went off and straight between turn 7 and turn 8.
Is about 90% done. That's going to have a tower, chat, and all that. I just got the foundation set and ready to start working on the setup engine. And then it's the endurance engine and race coaching, and Pro Plus will be done. I'm hoping the end of August. It's going to be a little tight, so we might go into September. But I want to make sure everything's perfect before I release it out.
Yeah, looking forward to that. You know, unfortunately for myself, is I haven't had a chance to really get behind the wheel too much to play around. But what I have played around with Chief, it's a really good tool. Really it really helped me out with my strategies because I'm really horrible at it. So really nice for Chief to. As we're looking at that, we've got a battle going back and forth here with with Gain and DiMaggio. They've swapped position 2 or 3 times now. And I see somebody up in the chat. They're actually the Gain's car has a name on it with that shark tooth on the front there. It's a T-Rex, and his name is Rexy.
Rexy.
That's supposed to be, so that is that's coming from Eric Carter up there in the YouTube chat. And there's a great battle going on here. DiMaggio back to the outside of Gain right now. They make their way up the hill, up into the bus stop. Let's watch this side-by-side battle through the bus stop. Gain down on the bottom, DiMaggio on the outside. DiMaggio backs out, let Gaines have the position. As they're going to make their way up to turn number 5, also known as the outer loop. Great shot right there. So they've been going back and forth, and that has allowed Jacob Deskin to get away from him. So Jacob, it was a 3-car battle there for third, but Jacob is now about a second and a half up the road. You can see the distance back to Jonathan Gain and Frank DiMaggio.
I see we have our second faster pair that's been used by Jones.
So we got Jones with an incident. Let's see if we can
Love
see what happened here. Tyler
says,
Jones.
iViewer Stream Boocom.
Tyler Jones also in a Corvette out there tonight. Let's take a look here. The Ghost, is that Ghost energy drink? Oh, going to lose it right there. Back of the car comes around hard.
Big
hard
crash.
contact. Yeah, that's definitely a fast repair right there. Whole back of the car comes off the Corvette right there from Tyler Jones. Just back of the car just snapped around him. He has to tow in as well. So a lot of time spent towing in. That's usually about a minute to a minute and a half or longer just on the tow. So unfortunately for Tyler Jones, going to lose a lot of time back there. He's now back there in 12th. As we get back to our battle for second and third, we've got to give Jorge a little more screen time, but he is now 2.5 plus seconds up the road.
And there's a big gap to third too.
Yeah, Joshua Powell about 6 seconds ahead of Jacob Deskin. So we are about 10 minutes into this race, roughly 40 minutes left to go. Most of the drivers pretty well separated out on the racetrack. About the only close battle we have right here is for 4th and 5th with Jonathan Gain and DiMaggio. A little ways back, we see Cade Wharton back here in the 6th spot. Right back behind him, it is Bryce Kleindienst on his third account. We decided so Kleindienst the third. There's just no way. I'm just telling you, there's no way there's 2 other Kleindienst. I mean, if there is, I'll be amazed. I mean, my name, I was number 11, so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
so mine's a little common.
yeah, Chris Murphy is a common name, but yeah, Bryce Kleinden's in the third. It's not.
I just wanted to let me know, and I do not associate with the politician by the same name. I just want to put that out there. So
I don't even know Chris Murphy, politician.
I'll leave out one where it's at for right now.
All right.
But back here, Chad Leary, back here in 9th, chasing down the 8th place running Bradley Boyce. That is Ford Mustang. That is Detroit Power Ford Mustang against Detroit Power Chevrolet Corvette right here. Leary trying to reel in Boyce, move up a spot. Leary is our biggest mover of the race. Started back in 13th, already up 4 spots to 9th. So we got Frank DiMaggio. So we got Carter up in there. Is he rooting for DiMaggio or Gain? I'm not quite sure. And look at this right here. So Klein, if we were kind of joking around there, but Wharton and Kleindice are actually reeling in the back of this DiMaggio here. So we may have a 3 or 4 car battle for this 4th, 5th, and 6th positions here in just a few laps. We look down on DiMaggio. This be a nice shot into the bus stop right here.
Yeah, the chopper view is one of the fun ones to watch in road courses.
So we've been doing a lot of on the channel here. We have been doing a lot of NASCAR and dirt races lately. We love our dirt series stuff. We haven't had a lot of chances lately to cover road course, so I'm really glad you reached out and asked us to be here for tonight. We've done in the past, we've covered quite a few endurance races and GT3 and GT4 races, but we have kind of been stuck in the rounding round world for a while here lately. Not that I don't enjoy the dirt races. If you're out there and you're looking to get some races covered, reach out to us. We can do just about anything, but it's nice to get out here and see some right-hand turns as well for a change.
Yeah, a lot of the community members want to do some road racing since we did 2 ovals the first 2 races, so I let them decide what they wanted to do, and the biggest vote was GT3 at Watkins Glen, but I had the boot for them just to make it a little more fun.
There you go. Well, I'm looking up in the YouTube chat again. I try to keep it up there so we can engage back and forth with the fans, and unfortunately there, Corey, I see Cameron Bethune in the YouTube chat, and if he's in the YouTube chat talking, that means he's not on the racetrack anymore. So it looks to be Cameron looks to be out of this event, and he has parked it, and actually our next driver down in pit is Amanda Sherman.
Yeah, I just saw that. I hear her talking, so we might have to go back and look at that off track she had.
Let's see if we can. All right, let's go back and see if we can take a look and see what happened here to Amanda. She had a couple different off tracks here in a row. This is going to be the first one. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Sorry. Let's go back to this one here. There we go. So here is Amanda in the number 6. I'm curious. Why no wild the AI Chief paint job on the car here, Corey?
Because she didn't know what car she had before she started. Oh, hard into the wall.
Just missed the corner. I'm thinking if Rip is in her ear right there, Rip is telling her, "Did you just forget to turn?" I'm not quite sure, but unfortunately,
no, I'm pretty sure she's running Daisy.
Oh, gotcha. So, unfortunately, there for Amanda Sherman finds her way down on pit road. Now, she did ask us before the race not to show her on screen too often. So, but we have an off track. We have to show it there, Amanda.
I'm sure she's going to enjoy watching the broadcast.
Well, all right, we look at Joshua Powell now. 3.5 seconds between first and second, and then it's a little ways back to Deskins. But you can see right here, Jonathan Gaines starting to reel in Jacob Deskins for that 3rd spot. Then it's Frank DiMaggio, Cade Wharton, and there's Bryce Kleinstein. And lurking back there, we've got a little battle shaping up here. This is for 8th and 9th. You can see Bradley Boyce has caught the back of Chad Leary right here. And we've got a battle shaping up here on the racetrack, Corey.
Yeah. Hang on. I'm doing something real quick.
No worries. All right. So Boyce took a look to the inside, not able to get up alongside of Leary. They're side by side. Tails to tail now at this point. Here comes Leary. Boyce going to take another look to the inside. Not enough room. We're going to jump back to live time. Positions may have changed by now. All right, we are 35 minutes into this. So we got Cameron up in the YouTube chat. If you're still there, Cameron, give us an insight of kind of what fuel mileage, or if you had a chance to see the fuel mileage out there. I know you unfortunately did not make too many laps out there, but
Yeah, he used that fast repair within 3 minutes, and that one turn seemed to have got him pretty good.
yeah, and that would probably have been me out there, to be honest with you. This is why a lot of times I'm just sitting up
Stay
there
to the left,
booth. I
Tyler. I
really
tried
haven't
to
got
get
out and made a
my
little laps,
DR
and
back
that's
up,
usually
but it's
why,
not
because
working.
that would have been me as well.
Thank
So
you.
I usually stick to racing on the ovals, so I need to get out there and do a lot more of this. So
Yeah, same with me. That's why I decided to hop up here in the booth with you. I've I think I've done GT3 cars once when I was practicing for the Daytona 24 that I did like 4 years ago. But yeah, I haven't really raced too much road. I really want to get into it. I have a rim for my wheel and all that. I just don't have time.
well, I'm looking up in the driver chat, and this is a really great tool that we have. This is another tool here. I'm just going to pop it up here. Radio Replay, a really nice app if you're a streamer or a broadcaster and you're looking to basically what it does is it captures the voice audio that's going on. And I'm looking up and I can see Amanda says, looks like she's having trouble with her VR.
Dad,
So that may have been what caused her to drive off the track there into the outside wall.
Yeah, that's what she actually texted me. She's right behind me, but I don't think she wanted to turn around and tell me. But she texted me that her VR froze, but that might just be an excuse for that off track.
Well, let's see. What is Bradley? So here's Bradley Boyce. Let's see what he has to say here. So I'm not sure who he's calling Dad. I'm guessing maybe. Let's see. So he
Do you
is
say,
chasing
Dad?
down
Can I do
Chad
another
Larry.
30 minutes?
Yeah, see, the chat. So you couldn't hear that probably. You could probably see it on the screen, but he basically said, "Dad, can we do this for another 30 minutes?" So I'm guessing he's talking to Chad Leary.
Oh, I thought maybe he was asking if they have permission to do it for another 30 minutes.
I'm not sure. That's the beautiful thing about the chat up there. So, all right, let's take a look. So we got on the speed. I mean, this is basically our closest battle on the racetrack right now is between Bradley Boyce and Chad Leary here for 8th and 9th. We look up the speedway. Nice. What I say? This is probably the most patriotic paint scheme we have out there on Cade Wharton.
Just me
On the Acura right there. Or excuse me, on the Corvette. The Acura is behind him and Bryce is in the Acura. But a good looking car right there. I don't think I have a good enough angle to see a better shot of it, but I need a close up. There we go. Yeah, nice. It's you got when people spend this much time painting their cars, we got to try to show them off a little bit. All right, let's take a look up here. Frank DiMaggio still trying to reel in Jonathan Gain. I think that's Gain or Gann. Gann. Maybe that's Gann. Jonathan Gann.
Yeah, I would say Gann.
It's amazing sometimes that people pay me to do this because and it's a reason I don't do international races. I try to stay only in the States. I have a couple friends that I've worked with that do professional stuff over in Europe and stuff like that, and we get into some of these international races and you see some of these different last surnames, as I would say. I struggle greatly, so I just kind of it works out well for me. I need a lot of Smiths and Joneses and those kind of things. So.
Oh yeah, I totally get that.
All right, so let's see here. What do we have? We have Tyler Jones up here. What's his comment? What's he saying here? He says, "Just may hit me." I'm not sure what that is. We'll take a look here. But we do have comment here from Bradley.
Ooh, so the cars are getting light out there.
Yeah. So commenting on the loss of fuel load. So usually, you lose a lot of fuel load, lose the weight off the back of the car. The car's going to get a little bit looser on you. And that's probably exactly what they're talking about there right now as we take a look here at Joshua Powell. Started in 3rd, running 2nd. Our biggest mover of the race is Chad Leary. Started back in 13th, up 5 spots, but has fallen back off the battle with Kleindienst and actually has to put a little separation between himself and the 9th place car of Bradley Boyce. So Bradley's fallen back just a little bit. And actually, we might have, let's see, we have another off-track incident here with Cade Wharton. Let's see if we can see what happened here to Cade. anticlimactic. Just drives off into the grass. So just a slight
Ooh,
off. Just a
just a
slight
little-
off track, but
little
also
Dover stripe. I mean, Darlington stripe there.
but it looks like we might also have an incident here with Amanda heading into the bus stop and just misses the first part of the bus stop, drives into the runoff lane and has to
Yeah,
shut down pit road.
she said her VR dropped down to like 10 frames a second, so she pulled off there.
So unfortunate there for Amanda. I know she was looking forward to this race. We talked a little bit beforehand, but unfortunate now going to be down on pit road. So we've got basically Amanda and Cameron Bethune out of this race. So we started with 13. We're down to 11. And we're down to 29. We're coming down upon the halfway point. We started with 50 minutes. We're down to 29 minutes left to go, 4 minutes from the halfway point. And it's Jorge Salogo, Joshua Powell. And when I laugh at that, I just want everybody to know I'm not making fun of laughing at somebody's name. It's laughing at my inability to pronounce it correctly, as I said earlier.
We were definitely trying to figure it out at the start, how to say it.
So Frank DiMaggio now in 5th, trying to catch Jonathan Gain right here in the T-Rex. Was it Rexy was the name of the number 4 car right there as they make their way off the final corner across the line here. One more lap. 28 minutes left to go. We ran 13 laps. I'm not sure what we have a lap counter of 13 out of 29, but it's actually 50 minutes is a timed event. And right now it is all Jorge Salogo in the number 5 Ford Mustang just driving away. We look up at our lap times, best lap times here. Let's just take a look at this. Just the best lap of the event is definitely Jorge by just about 7/10 of a second there over Joshua Powell. DiMaggio with a good lap down there. But right now, Jorge just setting the pace right here. It's just a blistering pace. He's going to have to make some kind of a mistake right here for anybody to have any chance to reel him in, because it is now 6.7 seconds back to the second place Joshua Powell. And it looks like we got an off track here from Leary. Must have been minor because he is right back on the racetrack by the time we got the camera over to him.
So I just asked Amanda, she's saying that a fuel run is around 17 laps.
17 laps, so we're going to see at least one stop during this race at some point. I'm guessing we'll probably see a lot of drivers probably dip in about halfway, take on some fuel, take on some tires, maybe stretch it a little bit longer. Everybody's pretty well separated out. We might see, maybe Jonathan Gain right here in this battle, this 3-car battle starting up here for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Maybe Gain or DiMaggio might try to do an undercut, get some tires on. DiMaggio would be in great shape for that if he can come in, get us a fresh set of tires on, come back out, maybe work his way, pick up a couple of spots easily just by coming out with a good out lap if he can do that. This is really about the only 3 cars on the racetrack that are close enough to maybe have some kind of a strategy come into play. So keep an eye on Frank DiMaggio and see if he tries something here. But right now he's reeled back in Jonathan Gain here for 4th. And does he have anything here at all for Gain or Deskins? Jump on the nose here, Frank DiMaggio up. Up the road. You can see the number 4, the T-Rex, Rexy T-Rex of Jonathan Gain, and a little further up the road is Deskins. All right, Jorge Saligo still out in front. Now it's over 7.5 seconds. I mean, he could pretty much come into the pits, maybe have a sandwich, an ice cream cone.
One of those chicken sandwiches.
A good chicken sandwich. What is the go-to food at Watkins Glen? I have no idea if we were at.
Watkins Glen is only 45 minutes away from us. I used to go there all the time when I was younger. Like my dad started taking me there when I was 6 years old, about mid-teens. We go camping all weekend. That's when you can go to a track on a Wednesday and there's stuff going on all week till the race on the weekend. I would say probably down there. I mean, Zweigel's hot dogs are really big around here.
So I was going to say that if I was at a local dirt track, it'd definitely be Definitely be hot dogs or nachos.
Or a garbage plate. That's big around here too.
All right, take a look back here at DiMaggio, still trying to catch Gain. And it looks like we got our first pit stop starting. Leary and Kleindienst both come down pit road. So we're about halfway through. Pit stops are starting to get underway. So at the halfway point, we're going to go ahead and step away for just a moment. We'll be back in about 2 minutes, but we're going to keep it up on the, what do they call it, the PIP, the picture in picture for you so you can see what's going on in the racetrack. So we're going to be right back. All right, we're out. Oh.
The man that said Salem's hot dogs are the big ones because she works for a food company. She's a food rep for them.
At where?
She's a buyer for Jacob Sign Food. It's like a Cisco food company, and she actually sells to Watkins Glen. Well, she buys for Watkins Glen for them to sell them.
I feel like I'm on Quaaludes because I'm like, you see this a lot more. I'm a lot more excited. It's going on a lot, the wife's throwing stuff at me because I'm like, you're just being loud today. I just feel like I'm like,
ready to go.
Yeah, need to bring the energy. I'm just trying to find something to bring the energy up for, I guess. Well, nobody undercut anybody because they all pitted together. Maggio should have pitted a lap ago. All right, we're gonna go back to live in 3, 2. All right, we are back live at Watkins Glen. You got Chris Murphy up in the booth with DRSN. My special guest, Corey Sherman, owner, inventor, main dude at AI Chief. And we got pit stops underway. Just about everybody down pit road right now. As we take a look here at DiMaggio, that's Joshua Powell in the number 7 Good Wrench Corvette going to make his way off pit road. The only driver that didn't pit is our leader, Jorge Saligo, now way out in front by 50 seconds. Everybody else has come down and made a pit stop. We've got 22 minutes left to go. What do you think, Corey, of this action we've got going on so far? What do you expect the rest of the way?
I'm hoping some more tight racing. I mean, they just set up a little pit party there. Everybody pit the same lap except the leader. So hopefully everybody comes out close to each other so we can get some good action going on.
And for some reason, we have, so Leary, Gain, and DiMaggio were on the racetrack together. DiMaggio with only 21-second stops, so Gain, Deskins, both with 40-plus second stops. I'm looking at my timing and scoring. I don't see any black flags, so I'm not sure. Maybe they had to stop and go get a drink. I'm not sure, but I don't see any reason that they would have had to stop and go there. I don't see a speeding penalty or anything like that.
I wonder if Frank took fuel only.
I have still a 40. What is he? He's still sitting in pits for 20. I mean, it was pretty much an average stop was 20 seconds. But we have Gaines, Deskin, and Wharton all with 40-second plus stops. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. And as we say that, it looks like Cade Wharton might be having an incident on the racetrack. He's got an off again. Right there behind him, that's Van Fleet. Van Fleet going to go around the outside, or try to go around the outside of Wharton as Wharton gets back onto the racetrack here. Let's see if we can see what happened here to Cade. Makes his way into the bus. Just back of the car snap. That's going to be some hard contact right there, too. Some hard contact right there for Wharton into the wall. I don't think I've seen anybody lose the back of the car right there, getting into that first part of the bus stop before, or at least in the last couple of races I've seen here. But Wharton just snapped around right there after pitting here just about a lap ago. And
I'm surprised he's able to still drive that thing after that front end hit on it.
That was a pretty hard hit on that right front, but he's going to keep it going forward. But I'm still trying to figure out. So we got a furled up black flag at Deskin, so that means he's been off track too many times. Yeah, I'm still trying to. I still don't understand why. You have race control. Did you black flag him or something, and you didn't tell me about it?
No, I haven't touched anything. I'm just trying to spice it up a little bit.
We got Jonathan Gain with looks like he's got some problems here. I see an incident on the racetrack, but he has now got Deskins all over the back of him. So we do have a battle on the racetrack for 6 and 7. Deskin flashing the light saying, dude, just get out of my way. I'm coming through.
A little side draft.
Up the back straightaway right there. Deskins and Gain get together just a little bit right there. Deskin's going to drive off into the distance. So Gain might have a little bit of damage there on the T-Rex Rexy. Rexy, the T-Rex number 4. That seems like a Rexy's kind of an odd name for a Porsche. I'm not, well, I guess what else would you call a T-Rex? I'm not sure.
Yeah, that is true.
And we jump our leader.
Oh, I saw somebody spinning behind there.
I think it might have been. I don't
Jones?
see any.
P11?
Might have been Jones if he was a lap down. Let's see. We do have Tyler Jones with an off track, but we're going to take a look here. Here comes Gain now, up to the inside of Deskins, trying to get that spot back. Not able to get the position. Has to back out of it. It's going to settle right back behind the 54 of Deskins. So a good battle on the racetrack here between Jacob Deskins in 6th, Jonathan Gain there in the 7th spot. They were fighting it up for the top 3 earlier, but poor timing in the pits, for whatever reason that was, has allowed Frank DiMaggio to take over that last podium spot, and he is quite a ways out in front of these two drivers here. As they're way back here in 6th and 7th right now. Chad Leary and Kleindienst right up there in front of him. Let's keep an eye. But let's go back and see if we can see what happened to Tyler Jones. He did have an off track. You might have saw it off the screen right there, spinning off the racetrack. And keep an eye on the Ghost-sponsored Corvette. And just big understeer into the corner right there. Heavy contact with the outside wall. And not a lot of visual damage there on the right front, but I'm sure he's got some damage underneath the hood of that thing.
Yeah, it definitely looked like that thing won't be steering too well after that hit.
So Detroit Metal has met New York Guardrail. And Jones looks to be out of this race.
Wait, was that Leary that just hit the wall there?
Looks like he might going to hit it again. That is going to allow Kleindienst to drive around. So Leary with some contact right there and off track. Did not record as an off track for me, so I won't be able to go back and find the replay for it. But Leary with a problem. He is going to drop back to 5th, and you can see visually a little damage there on the right front. We'll keep an eye on Chad Leary. He's now fallen to 5th. Jacob Deskins and this battle with Jonathan Gain. Gain's going to get down to the inside of Deskins. Deskins was a big understeer off the corner right there. The front of the Ford Mustang just pushed up the racetrack. That lets Jonathan Gain get by for 6th. So these two drivers have switched positions a couple of times now in the last few laps.
Yeah, this is a great battle here. They had some door banging earlier, so I imagine there's going to be a lot more that's to come.
And Chad Leary is going to find his way down pit road, get some repairs. As he dives down pit road, you see Gain and Deskins go by him, but here comes Chad Leary. Chad Leary has moved up 6 spots. He started in 13th. He moved up to 4th at one point. But now he's going to have to find his way down pit road. Let's jump back and give our leader some screen time. Jorge Saligo, now 15 seconds out in front. I mean, this is 16 minutes left to go in this race. It's going to take a miracle for Joshua Powell to have any chance to reel him in. I mean, Jorge's just basically going to have to drive head on to the wall. They need a fast repair at this point if Powell's going to have any kind of a chance. We've got a slowdown on the racetrack here from Cade Wharton. But it looks like he's still on the pavement moving forward. All right, take a look back here at this battle. Deskins was able to get back around Jonathan Gain at some point.
Yeah, I was watching it. He passed him down the same spot they passed him before, right before the bus stop, going through the bus stop.
Let's go back and take a look at it here. So flashing the lights at him again. Deskins just teasing Jonathan Gain here. He pulls up on the back of him right there. Side by side one more time through the nice side by side battle through the inner loop, through the bus stop. Deskin's going to drive off in the distance, so they're just swapping back and forth. So at least somebody's out there having a good time. It looks like Jorge, Joshua Powell, Frank DiMaggio, they're just out there on a Sunday drive. We got Deskins and Gain just kind of throwing haymakers at each other. If this was a dirt track race, I'd say they're throwing sliders, and you can see is Gain right there trying to reel Deskins back in, but That Ford Mustang power starting to pull away a little bit. Let's see if the Porsche of Jonathan Gain can make up some ground, and he just did right there off the last corner off of turn number 11 down this front straightaway, and around goes Wharton again. Or excuse me, that wasn't Wharton, that was Tyler Jones. So Jones struggling here in the number 8 Corvette off the final corner. Looks like he might find his way down pit road. Around the outside there goes Philip Van Fleet. So nice job from McCade just to get off, from Tyler to get off the racetrack and get out of the way and just not make this any worse than it already was.
So I see that Leary took a fast repair, then the next one's an off track and a crash by him.
So an off track from Leary. So Leary now down pit road. So we've got two drivers officially out of the race. Cameron Bethune and Amanda Sherman. Tyler Jones and Chad Leary now finding their way down pit road. And there goes your leader by him one more time. 14 minutes left to go. We've completed 21 laps here at Watkins Glen. And it has been all Jorge Salogo out in front. And a battle going on back here one more time. This is our race to watch. As we look from the nose cam of Jonathan Gain up to Jacob Deskins. Deskins looks to be a little bit more consistent, but he makes a little bobble here, and that lets go. And Gain, you can see Jonathan Gain just able to get into the corner a little better, a little deeper right there. With that Ford Mustang power, just it's a little separation off the corner. So one more time, you can see the number 4 Porsche T-Rex Rexy right there, reeling in Deskins. This is for 5th.
Yeah, this has been a great battle for the past, 5-10 minutes. And, I noticed that Gan, however you say his last name, sorry, Jonathan.
We've said it multiple times.
Yeah, doesn't flash the lights at Deskin like Deskin does to him.
No, Deskin's, Deskin's like, you just move out of my way, and Gain's more polite about it. He's just going to reel him in and drive past him, I think. So we're going to keep an eye on this battle because this is definitely the closest action we have on the racetrack right now. And we've got a little over 12 minutes left to go, 12 minutes and 45 seconds to be exact racing action here. And it looks like lap times are right around a minute 45. So we'll keep that in mind when the timer starts getting down. We'll keep an eye on where Salogo's on the racetrack when the timer gets down under about a minute and a half. But right now, Philip Van Fleet, we talked about Philip, started back there in 12th. Now up to 7th, up 5 spots. But he has got a long way up the road if he is going to try to reel in Gain. If I look at my timing and scoring correctly, it's about 19 seconds. So Philip just out there being consistent, putting some good laps in, moves up 5 spots. Right behind him, it's Cade Wharton in the, we're just going to call that the the All-American Corvette there of Cade Wharton, number 11. Cade dropped back a couple of spots, started up in 6th, now down to 8th.
That, you know what? That is a perfect name for that car. All-American car.
All-American, yeah. It wasn't real creative on my part, but
I loved it though.
It was all I had. All right, we're down to about 11 minutes. We've got, again, if you're just joining us here, we are here at Watkins Glen here on DRSN. My name is Chris Murphy with Corey Sherman, bringing you the AI Chief Community Event. 50 minutes of racing action here in the GT3 cars. We're going to do another one of these. What do you got in mind? So we're talking about another 3 or 4 weeks from now doing another event. What are you thinking about for the next one there, Corey?
Well, I gave them the choice this time, and I'm not a fan of road courses, as we discussed before. So I'm going to bring it back to my second love that's not ovals. We're going to do some trophy trucks. I'm thinking probably Wild West.
Oh, man, there you go. There's
there's some lights
at Deskin. Yep, they're just playing with each other now.
Oh, throwing the block.
Into the inner loop one more time. Let's see if Gain has anything. A little bit different entry right there. Matter of fact, he's going to lose some ground, so Jonathan does not get through the center portion there of the bus stop, and he's going to lose ground back to Deskins. But he's got 10 minutes left to reel it in. But I was starting to say, I have been dying to cover a trophy truck race since we've been on, since we've started the channel. Have not been able to take part in that, so I'm really looking forward to that. Let's just do it next week.
All right.
Maybe I got some next week. I'm not sure. But trophy trucks is going to be a lot of fun at Wild West. Really looking forward to that one.
The best part about trophy trucks is being in my motion ray, because I have the sequential shifter on mine too, so I just bang through the gears with the trophy truck instead of using the paddles. So I have a lot of fun in trophy trucks, especially in VR.
So you have a full motion rig. That's got to be a lot of movement in the trophy trucks.
Yeah, it is. When I first got it, we were putting it up to the highest settings and doing trophy trucks. And it would
geez.
it was throwing you all around. That's why I got the 5-point harness on it.
Don't want to fall out of the rig. I don't have that problem with my rig. I mean, you know, about the only way I'd fall out of it is I had a few too many Jack and Cokes or something like that. But
it's more not falling out of it. It's I lean forward too much, and then with the motion that the harnesses actually put me in the seat right, and so I can actually start feeling the weight shifting and all that in the car.
All right, so gives us an opportunity as we're keeping an eye on Frank DiMaggio here in third. We jump back here and watch his battle with Jonathan and Deskins here one more time. But we've got some more action coming your way. Also here on the channel tomorrow night, Victory Lane Outlaws Cars Late Model Series. Tomorrow night here on the channel, and then we don't have anything again until where we at here. I'm looking at my calendar. I should have had this memorized already. But next week, back to more action. Wednesday night, Smoke and Thunder ARCA Series at Iowa at 8 o'clock Eastern. Also next Wednesday night, we have the Fresno SCCA Mazda MX-5. That's a really fun group of that, and some of that Mazda MX-5 racing has been some of the best we've covered all year long. Victory Lane Outlaws again, and then also next Friday, in the Friday night, we're back with a Half Decent Racing League. So lots of action coming your way next week here on DRSN. If you have not hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, you want to know everything that's coming your way.
One thing that I just noticed, go back to I think it's Gan's car, Jonathan's car. Look at the front of Rexy. He's got a gold tooth.
Rexy has a gold tooth.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Right in the middle. Yeah, nice touch there on the paint. And you can see, and Eric Carter in the chat earlier said you can actually see the T-Rex arms on the side of the car. And you can see that when we get close enough. But you know what? They have actually reeled in Kleindienst. So we're about to have a 3-car battle here for fourth, as Deskins and Gain have now, or within about a second, as Deskins, you can see just a little ways back here of Kleindienst for fourth. And we've also got a battle going back here for 7th and 8th. Philip Van Fleet in 7th. Cade Wharton, after a couple incidents earlier, got himself gathered back up. He's back up into 8th. And it looks like we may have had an incident here with Bradley Boyce at one point. Bradley right here on the racetrack. Who is that behind Bradley? I'm not quite sure, but let's see what happened here with Bradley here a little bit ago. This was a lap ago here for Bradley Boyce. And just gonna lose the back of the car again, just right down into turn number 1, lost the back of the car. Fortunately, it didn't look like you hit the tire barrier too hard. Then when you're right in front of our leader too, you off this a little bit off the screen there, you saw Saligo driving by there. So lucky there for Jorge. We talked earlier about really the only way anybody's going to catch Jorge if he has a problem, and just about right there with the Boyce going around in front of him. And look at this. Jacob Deskins has reeled in Bryce Kleindienst the third, and Kleindienst pushes up the racetrack, and there goes Deskins right by, makes it look easy. Right by on the outside, here goes Deskins. So Kleindienst had made his way up to 4th, but now falling back to 5th.
I wonder if Jonathan's going to be able to get around him quick enough to try to have another shot at Deskins.
He's going to do it pretty quick right there off the last corner. Coming across the line, Gain flashing his lights at Kleindienst right there. They're side by side. I thought he had a position on him, but that Acura from Kleindienst has a lot of pace down the front straightaway right there. He's able to get back in front of Jonathan Gain. So here through turn number 1, not able to get around Kleindienst in a hurry, and that may just do him in for any battling with Deskins. When you said it, he needed to get by in a hurry. Around the outside, up through turn number 3, not going to be able to get around. One more time, going to see if he can get to the outside, head into the bus stop. Not really where you want to be here in this first part of the bus stop. He's going to make it work. Nice move there from Jonathan Gain. He gets around the outside of Bryce Kleindienst into the bus stop, makes his way back up to 5th. But he now has 2.8 seconds up the road is Jacob Deskins. And he has only got 5 minutes left to go to make up that ground. You can see how much I mean, there's your eyeball test right there. You can see how much distance Jonathan Gain lost getting stuck behind Kleindienst there for about a turn or two.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have to hammer down if he wants to try to catch him in the 4 minutes.
Heads up.
Plus that's
Leary is
left.
stopped on track at turn 1.
Cade Wharton has found
Caution
his way
possible.
around Philip Van Fleet. Let's take a look at it here real quick. So Van Fleet had moved up about 5 spots in this race, but he is going to lose a spot here to Wharton. And Cade Wharton just gets off the corner side by side here on the outside. He got off that last corner with a lot of pace right there, and he's just able to drive around the outside of Van Fleet. This is going into turn number 10 and 11 here at this point. So Wharton has now made his way back up into 7th. Van Fleet falls back to 8th. And we're going to keep an eye on this battle up here in the front. So Deskin's up here to 4th. Gain now falls to 5th. And it's about 2.5 seconds here. So everybody pretty well separated out on the racetrack. Back to our leader. Jorge Salogo started on the poles, led every single second of this race. Even on the pit stop cycles, he was the last one to pit.
Oh, I just got alert from Chief that Leary crashed.
Yeah, Chad Leary looks like some heavy damage there on the front of that Ford Mustang. Let's see what happened here to Chad. Down the front straight into turn number 1, we saw. I think this was a I quit.
Yeah.
That was either everything disconnected, the wheel fell off
both wheels
rig,
fell off.
the cat jumped on the pedals, or I think that was just a I am done moment right there for Chad Leary.
I've done that. I've done that many times on some road courses where I'm like, all right, you start spinning, you're like, I'm just gonna hit the gas more and go to this wall and end the night.
So it looks like we're down to we started with 13. It looks like we're down to 10. Tyler Jones still showing up on the leaderboard, but is Tyler on the racetrack? Tyler is not on the race. Oh, there he is. He is on the racetrack. So we got 10 drivers left out here on the speedway. So Tyler, got to give him the attaboy right there. Staying out there on the racetrack has not been a good day for him. He's been off track quite a bit, spun around off the final corner a little while ago, but it's going to stay out there and finish this race back there in 10th right now, as we now have about 2.23, about 2 minutes and 20 seconds. I don't know why I was going all the way down to the second. So Jorge just crossed the start-finish line, so he's going to come around about 1 minute and 45 seconds per lap. So we got 2 laps left to go at this point. Once Jorge comes around for the next lap, I would expect the white flag in the air. Joshua Poe back there in second. Joshua's had a good day. He just rode around here in second. Has not had the pace to get up here and challenge Jorge for the lead, but he's done a really good job here running in second all day. Started in third, took second pretty much on the first corner of the race. Frank DiMaggio also moved up a spot in this race. Started in fourth up to third.
Yeah, these drivers out here tonight have put on a good show. We've had some good battles out here.
Yeah, a lot of good battles, kind of mid-pack from about third on back, really. Right now, we're pretty well separated out on the racetrack. Gain has gained some time. Let's put it that way. As you can see right there, has reeled in Deskin here. It was about close to 3 seconds. It's now down to about 2.2. But I don't think he's going to have enough time, as I'm watching Jorge now come off through the last couple of corners. He makes his way up to turn number 9 and 10. We're watching Jorge go through turn number 9 right now. He should come across the start-finish line here. Should be white flag, as we're down to under 1 minute left to go. So Jorge Salogo looking to pick up his first victory here in the AI Chief Community Events. We should keep stats on that. I don't even remember who won the last one.
The last one, I know him too. Hang on.
All right, I'm gonna leave that up to you. I'm too old. My memory goes away. All right, so Saligo has made his way across the start-finish line. Time is running down. We're down under 10 seconds now. This should be the final lap. White flag in the air right there as he goes past the start-finish line. Basically with about 3 seconds left to go. We got one more lap in by about 3 seconds. We'll keep an eye here on Jorge.
Scotty Stevens won.
Scotty Stevens won at Daytona.
Yep, because he's the Chiefs crew member champion.
Oh, there you go. That's the best way to look. Oh, I forgot about that. That's the award for winning the race here tonight. You get to be the Chiefs. We'll say that one more time.
Chiefs crew champion.
And what does
for a month?
What does the Chiefs? Why am I not saying that right? What does the Chiefs crew champion get to do?
They get a blue Discord role for a month.
That doesn't mean
that's it.
That doesn't mean they can kick me out of the Discord or anything, does it?
No. It's just it looks fancy as a trophy next to it and all that.
Oh. Okay. All right, we're gonna keep an eye here on Jorge. You know, he's probably gonna get in the booth with us here. He's gonna tell us his name is George. But we're gonna watch him right now. So we're rolling through the last couple of corners right now. Heading up into turn number 9, coming out of the boot for the last time. Keep an eye on the number 5 Ford Mustang. 2 more turns left to go. 1 left hand into number 10, the right hander at 11, and it's a short run down to the start-finish line for Jorge Salogo to pick up his victory here in the AI Chief Community event. Watkins, Glen. Checkered flag in the air for Jorge Salogo. He's going to give us a light flash right here. Nice drive right there. I mean, it's just a fantastic drive. No mistake. I did not see one single mistake anytime we checked in him. We take a look here at Joshua Powell. Now Joshua making his way through the last couple of corners. Makes his way around the outside of Philip Van Fleet to put him a lap down. And here comes Joshua going to come across the line. He is going to be 1 position short of the blue Discord crew chief trophy.
Chief crew champion.
Chief crew champion. We need to rename that. That's just too hard for me to say.
Triple C.
All right. We jump back here to third. Frank DiMaggio right now also making his way around the last couple of turns. Frank DiMaggio looking to come home in third off of turn number 11. Makes that right-hand turn. He's going to come across the start-finish line to come home and finish our podium spots. Frank DiMaggio comes across in third. Back in fourth now. Jacob Deskins. And look at that. Jonathan Gain has made up a lot of ground, the Deskins. But they don't have what's he got? Maybe a couple more corners left to go. They're going to come off the last corner right here. So Deskins is going to hang on for fourth. Jonathan Gain's going to fall back to fifth.
Oh, I should have made it an hour race for him.
Well, then if you made it an hour, yeah, Jonathan was probably wanting a little more time. Jacob's happy you cut it short.
Yeah.
So we take a look here at Kleindienst right now in sixth. Was all the way up to fourth at one point. Lost a couple of spots right there. Is going to come across the line in sixth. So there's the number 12 Acura is going to come across to finish in sixth. Look at Cade Wharton. Cade Wharton had gained a lot of ground back there in seventh. And a little ways back to Philip Van Fleet in the 8th spot. And they're going to finish in 9th. It was Boyce. I said that was Van Fleet getting lapped a little bit ago. That was actually Boyce. Boyce back here in 9th. Tyler Jones. Tyler's going to finish this race back here in 10th right now after a few adventures off the speedway. But he's going to bring it home with a top 10 finish after starting in 11th.
You know what? I know we only had 13 people, but only 3 of them didn't finish the race. That's pretty impressive with only 1 fast repair.
Well, and one of them was pretty much technical issues with the VR, with Amanda's VR problems. But let's see if anybody makes their way. Did you tell anybody to go to the waiting room?
I didn't.
Let's see. You know what? Let's see.
Guys, jump in the top 3. Jump in the waiting room.
So he makes his way down pit road. All right. Hey, Jorge, you got Chris and Corey in the booth. Are you there? Hello?
Yo.
You got Chris and Corey in the booth. We brought you up for an interview. Are you with us?
Sorry?
Is it George or Jorge?
Jorge. In Portuguese, Jorge. From Brazil, Jorge.
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 Hello.
Right.
Hello.
We've been saying it wrong all day long.
How do you say your last name? How do you say your last name?
Oh,
Soligo?
very good. Soligo, yes, Jorge Soligo.
George
George-
Iligo. All right,
Yes.
I'm gonna have to go back through the broadcast and edit it incorrectly because I was calling you Jorge all night. So my
Okay,
apologies, my
P.
friend.
Yes. I just I am very poor English, so I'm shortly on the answers.
No problem at all. Corey's pretty short on answers too, so that works
Yeah,
out really
you're
well.
good, man.
Yeah.
Don't
Thank
worry
you.
about it.
Well,
Thank you so much.
fantastic drive out there today, my friend. You look like you were on a rail.
Not at all, not at all. I am driving only a track, no NASCAR driver, so I can race against you guys on the NASCAR.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, you won this race by what 20 seconds over Joshua. It's your first. I don't remember. Were you here? Were you here for Daytona last race?
No. This is my first time here.
Excellent.
Josh and Frank invite me today.
Well, fantastic, man. You come in here first time, take home the victory, and what's his award again there, Corey?
You get the Chiefs Crew Champion Discord role for a month now.
Woohoo!
Yeah. But you got
Nice, thank you.
That means you have to show up the next time. Are you good at trophy trucks?
Sorry?
You know, the jumpy trucks on the dirt? Are you good at those?
No, really not.
Well, you're going to have to show up anyway.
Yeah,
Really nice. Thank you.
it's
Thank you
left
so
and
much.
right. It's left and right turns, just like this was. You should be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just a couple
absolutely.
of jumps here and there.
Zero skill. I can promise you zero skill.
Well, congratulations on the victory, my friend.
Thank you.
Fantastic
Thank you so
drive
much.
tonight. Is there anybody you
thank
want to give a thanks to before we get you out of here?
Thank you. I would like to thank you my team, the Race Force team, our sponsors.
A heart me from
Make this possible.
Where's Wave of Bad
and
Brad Racing?
Why not?
Large
Thanks for
Wave
God
Bold
again
as hell
every
to fund
day.
this
So
circus.
I'm
Respect.
glad. Thank you. Thank
Thanks,
you
Bad Brad.
to this
Whiz.
race. Thank you,
Bad
my
Brad
friends,
Racing?
special
Doesn't
friends,
like your
Frank
name.
and,
Straight about
and
drop the
Josh.
popular
See you
vote.
guys
That's more
next
commitment than
time
this
on
dumbass
NASCAR.
driver's shown all
All right,
race.
brother. Have a good,
Bad
have
Brad
a good rest of the
Racing
week. and
says,
we'll talk to
let's
you again.
go.
All right, let's see. So I'm guessing.
Oh, there's a bunch of them that jumped in the waiting room.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out who's who. So we've got somebody named Novius and somebody named
I think
Win-
Wimdy would be our second place.
You think Wendy is Josh?
Yeah, he was up here second.
All right. Is it Josh? Has he got Chris and Corey in the booth? Is that you? We're just
Well,
taking a
Should
guess.
be
Is
should
that,
be Jonathan.
is that Jonathan?
Yeah.
Let's see. All right. So Jonathan. All right. So I'm gonna get your. I've been
Did
saying
you
your last
finish
name is
second?
Gain. I've been saying Gain all night long.
So it's Gan,
Oh,
like
Man.
Can, but Gan.
But Gant. So Jonathan Gant. So you're driving the T-Rex Rexy number 4
Yes, sir.
is what we were told. Well,
Love
yeah,
the
man, you
gold
guys
tooth.
had a great race going back and forth there with Jacob, but you got stuck behind Bryce there towards the end.
Yeah, I'll give props to Jake. He ran a really good race, but our Rexy car was quick all day. P2 in qual, I'll take that any day of the week compared to Georgie. But we hit the wall a few times. We went off track towards the end of the race, but other than that, a pretty good performance from us.
You looked really good out there. I was really hoping you were going to catch Jacob there at the end and give us another battle. But the one thing that Corey pointed out as we were watching the race, not only is it just a fantastic paint job with the T-Rex arms on the doors, but you gave it the little extra with the gold tooth.
Yeah, we had this Porsche had come off of a few wins in other hosted sessions, not through AI Chief, but through a separate league that we run. So we're showing off support for our other leagues and just happy to bring it to another one.
Well, congratulations on a good run. I know you've rather been up towards the front. And you know what? We were trying to figure out. Was not able to figure out your long pit stop. I did not see any black flag or anything, but it seemed like you were in the pits a little bit longer than a couple of the drivers around you?
I took tires.
Okay,
That was the reason.
gotcha. A 40-second stop just seemed long, even with tires. But well, fantastic run out there, man. You guys put on a good show. Thanks for joining us here on AI Chiefs community event. And we've already announced that the next event is going to be trophy trucks. We're going to see you out for that one.
I am not sure. I am not great in trophy trucks, but
Oh,
I
you
may
don't
do
have to
some
be.
practice to see what's up.
Yeah. Well, great run out there tonight, man. Thanks again for being here. But before we get you out of here, is there anybody else you want to give a thanks to?
Yep. Shout out to AI Chief for hosting the event. Shout out to Georgie for winning the race, and shout out to all the other drivers for participating as well.
All right, brother. Well, thanks a lot for being here. Really appreciate it. Good luck with whatever else you got going on throughout the week, and hopefully we get a chance to talk to you next time.
All right. Thank you, guys.
You bet. Take care. All right. So we're gonna guess that Novius is Josh. That's my guess.
I would imagine.
Yeah, all right. Is this Joshua Powell?
This is Joshua Powell. You
All right. I wasn't quite sure. I didn't know what Novius was, so I'm like, it's taking a while, I guess.
Yeah, I meant to change my name. I forgot.
No worries, man. Great run out there. Come home in second tonight. I mean, really, is there anything you could have done differently to have a shot at George? Because he just looked to be on a rail tonight, just checking out.
No, man, George. I've been racing with him for years. I learn a lot from him, and man, he flies. He really does. That I've done. We've won 24 hours at Nürburgring. We've done quite a few special events, and the dude is an alien. He's really great. So no, I couldn't have caught him.
Well, really great to see you. You know, the one question I haven't asked I forgot to ask the other two guys earlier. I'm sure you got Chief in your ear doing an event like this, being part of the AI Chief community. Just tell us how much help was Chief out there tonight with strategy, any other calls out there tonight. I mean, you weren't side by side with anybody a lot, but just kind of tell us how Chief helped you out.
I really only ever used it for fuel, for the auto calculator for the fuel, but I just filled up tonight. I didn't even bother using that.
Yeah.
I don't. Half the time I forget to turn it on, to be honest.
well, I gave you a chance to give us a good ad for AI Chief.
Yeah. I have heard that I need to put in an auto start, that it starts when you start your computer, that a lot of people forget to turn it on.
Absolutely.
So actually what I just heard Joshua say was that AI Chief is the best tool, best piece of software that he has on his computer. And if it wasn't for AI Chief, there's no way he'd have finished in the top 3 tonight.
Oh, no, man, absolutely. I really appreciate
that. Absolutely, guys. No, I really appreciate y'all putting this on. I don't race a lot. I really only do special events, and I would consider this one.
Are you good at trophy trucks?
I heard somebody talking about that. I have not touched an oval for literally years.
Oh, this is a trophy
George
truck.
Is interested, and I'm interested if I'm
dirt,
off of work.
The dirt road with the jumpy trucks.
Oh,
jumpy trucks.
Man.
Yeah, that's what we're doing next.
Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna be looking backwards, but I will try it.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might turn damage off for that and just have trucks all over the track.
That sounds great.
I'm gonna see if I can figure out a way to broadcast it and drive at the same time.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Well, fantastic run tonight. Coming home in second, man. Anybody else you want to give a thanks to before we let you get out of here for the night?
Frank, for sure, for inviting me. I haven't raced with him for a while. We got 2 24 Hours of Daytona wins, and I hold that special in my heart. Like I love that we did that, and I haven't raced with him for some time. So it's really awesome for him to have invited me to y'all's league. It was great. I really enjoyed it.
Well, congratulations. Thanks again for joining us with us tonight. We hope to see you for the jumpy trucks. It's going to be a fun one, but have yourself a good rest of the week, and we'll talk to you again next time.
I'll be looking for it, guys. Thank y'all.
All right, you bet. Have a good night.
You too.
All right. Now, I'm pretty sure Frank the Tank has got to be Frank DiMaggio, right?
Yeah, I'm going to. Frank, so you just bring these road course ringers in here?
I know, eh? Like, I didn't think it would get my butt whipped that bad, but wow.
Oh, well, why is Philip in here?
Philip's in here. Philip's sneaking in, wanted to get on the interview channel here. So Well, fantastic
Not
run there,
really.
Frank. You really on your pit stop. I think is really what made the difference. You had a good battle going on there with Jonathan, and it looked like with Jacob there for a while. But you just cleared him on the pit stop, and were able to just drive away.
Yeah, we didn't take tires. I've done a few Daytona 24s to know that tires don't mean much. So it was fuel only, and let's go.
Well, it seemed to make all the difference. But do you think you could have had? Is there anything you could have done differently at all to really to maybe challenge Joshua or George up there at all?
Yeah, not suck. No, I haven't driven a road car, and I was just telling Jorge, about 4 years now. So this is a little different for me. It took a while to get used to it, but as the race went on, I think we adjusted and we started pushing a little bit harder. So all in all, it was a fun race. I've learned a lot and got some work to do if I want to keep up with those guys. That's for sure.
All right, so we gave Josh an opportunity, so I'm going to give you the same opportunity. So just tell us how much help, just kind of how much help AI Chief was as a tool to get you through this event.
It's telling you the fuel and telling you who's pitting and when, telling the gaps behind me and how big the gap was getting in front of me. But it was very helpful, and it's nice to have that little banter going on in your ear as you're racing.
So what you're telling me is if you didn't have AI Chief, you probably would have been like 7th or 8th tonight. Then what you're trying to say?
Oh, I probably would have crashed turn 1, lap 1.
Oh, Frank.
Well, I'm looking at your lap times, and man, you were like your fastest lap was only about 0.6 of a second slower than George. You were actually faster than Joshua. So, for not being a road course guy, you had some pretty good pace out there.
It took a while to get used to it, and then the last stint, I just, because no one was really around me and just driving around by myself, I tried to start pushing a little bit more and almost died on the last lap. So that was interesting.
Well, fantastic job out there, man. Thank you so much for coming out, and thanks for inviting the other road course ringers to put on a show. George was just on a rail out there. Nobody had anything for him, but man, you come home with a podium finish. You didn't quite get the what was it again, Corey?
The Chiefs Crew Champion, the Triple C.
Chiefs Crew Champion. I'm gonna get that down one of these days. But before you get out of here, Frank, is there anybody else you want to give a thanks to?
Yeah, I just real quick want to say thanks to AI Chief for putting on the event, Corey and the Shermans and Amanda. That was a lot of fun. Fortunately, we didn't get as many people as we would have liked, but hopefully again next month we can have a bigger turnout and have a lot of fun.
Are you good at trophy trucks?
I'll try whatever. I mean, it can't go much worse than this. So I don't think I've ever driven one. I literally bought this car right as the server went up. So threw a paint scheme on it and let's go.
Yeah, we're gonna do some trophy trucks next time. So we'll have a lot of fun with those.
All right, that sounds good.
All right, man. Well, have a good night. Good finish out there tonight, coming home on the podium, and good luck with whatever else you got going on for the week. And we'll talk to you again next time.
All right, thank you.
You bet. All right, I'm gonna throw this out there, Corey. So, trophy trucks, a month from now or 3 weeks from now, whenever we decide to do it, DRSN is going to donate $5 to the best looking AI Chief livery on the trophy trucks.
Ooh,
we're gonna get YouTube chat. Hopefully, we get some viewers for that one. We get YouTube chat to vote on the best looking truck, and we'll do a $5 award for the best looking vehicle.
Yeah, we'll have to set the date real quick on that and just start promoting the crap out of it.
All right, so let's go ahead and show our full results here from the AI Chief Community Race. Number 3 here at Watkins, Glen. Your winner, George Salogo. Yeah, I got, at least I got the George part right. And I told you it was going to be George when we talked to him.
I think it was Jorge Saligo.
Jorge Saligo?
Yeah.
Joshua Powell. Okay, I'm going to remember that next time in the trucks. Joshua Powell comes home in 2nd. Frank DiMaggio in 3rd. Jacob Deskins with a 4th place finish. Jonathan Gann in 5th. Bryce Kleindens to 3rd in 6th. Cade Wharton 7th. Philip Van Vliet in the 8th spot. Bradley Boyce is going to come home in 9th. And then Tyler Jones comes home with our last running car in 10th. Back to 11th is Chad Leary, Amanda Sherman in 12th. Cameron Bethune is going to be, as we say in the dirt track world, Cameron Bethune won the race to the hot dog stand. gonna come home in 13th. Hard charger of the race was Philip, up 4 spots. Fastest lap, no surprise, was Jorge. Most laps led, also Jorge. Pole position. It's just all we should just put all Jorge over here on the left side of the screen.
Yeah, he
But
definitely dominated the night.
but a fun race tonight. Thank you so much for having us here, Corey. But anything else you want to talk about? What's coming up with AI Chief coming up here in the future? I know you're just constantly tweaking on it. Anything else you want to share before we get out of here for the night?
Nope. I'm releasing another build this weekend. I changed the voice engine to be local now, and we're having a couple little problems with, like, it's either bottlenecking the GPU or the CPU. So I'm trying to figure that out this week and then get a build out to get that fixed. But the reason why I did that is then I'll have unlimited dynamic calls, so Chief can tell you anything that's going on. So that's going to unlock a lot of stuff for future engines, and looking forward to that. Work continues on Pro Plus, and I guess we got to start promoting a trophy truck race.
There we go. Well, the one thing for me is there's other tools out there to use to help you out with iRacing, but the great thing with AI Chief, it's not only the most useful tool, but it's also the most entertaining. It just kind of keeps you entertained throughout the race as well. And I'm looking forward to all the stuff that's coming down the road with it.
Oh yeah, and basically the community helps out so much with Chief. I don't know if a lot of people know that, but when people have bugs, they let me know. I have a channel for Chief ideas, so they can drop ideas. So that's the whole reason why I started this whole thing, is basically building stuff that everybody wants that they don't have out here. That's how this whole thing started. I started out as a fuel calculator for a league because I had nothing out there that did strategies or stages, and I went a little too deep on the fuel calculator and created AI Chief.
Well, thanks for having us. Really appreciate it. And like I said, we're looking forward to what we got going. But a month from now, we're going to be here or we're not exactly sure. Sometime in the next 3-5 weeks, we're going to be here with the trophy trucks at Wild Wild West for the 4th AI Chief community event. So we're going to go ahead and get ourselves out of here for the night. So thank you so much for spending your night with us here on DRSM. My name is Chris Murphy, saying keep it smooth, keep it smart. And if you can't do that, at least keep it entertaining for the folks at home. We're going to see you next time. Good night. And we're out.
Nice.
Good job, dude.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah, I've noticed the few I've done, I'm not really action calling guy, more of a, hey, this just happened. Hey, this just happened.
Yeah. It's yeah, you go back and watch some of the dirt sprint car races you got, and I'm a little different person. So it just depends on the event we're doing, so you got to kind of adapt with what you're doing. But no, it was fun.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having us. We're looking forward to the next one.
Oh yeah,
For sure.
definitely. Yeah, thanks
And
for doing it as always.
Yeah. Yeah, and look forward to I guess we're gonna start next week with Rush, so I got some work to do there. So
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I'm glad you came on to broadcast that, because you said that's why I wanted you to do them. I watched your broadcast and love the broadcast and everything.
well, I appreciate it. May not be as the most well spoken at times, but
Well, that's I think that's what I like about it, because that's what I told Tom about Precision, because I think I said it when we were having our little meeting, that the one announcer they have just sounds too fake. And
Yeah.
when he does the interviews with you, it's like he's just trying to rush through the interviews just to get them done. And it's not like, because one of my good buddies, he used to broadcast our old league races, and he's your good buddy, friends with everybody in the league, so he's joking around with them, talking shit to him and the interviews and all this. And yeah, that guy was just like, you crack a joke, he's like, all right, do you have anybody you gotta thank?
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
exactly.
okay.
Yeah, it's for me, it's like the if you make a mistake, just instead of like you'll watch some of these guys and they'll make a mistake and they just brush over it.
Yeah.
I'll just acknowledge it, because it's like
make fun of it. Yeah, that's the best part.
It's more it's more human. You're just more realistic that way. But yeah, there's so many guys that are just like matter of fact, I have one guy I do some stuff with, and he's also a disc jockey. He DJs in real life. And so he has this whole DJ voice, right? And he basically threw his voice out last week.
Oh,
because he's putting on such a voice, So
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, the announcer voice.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are today.
Yeah, coming down the aisle.
Look at this off of turn number 4. Yeah. Yeah. Well, thanks, man. I'm gonna go and get myself some food because I basically walk in the door on the West Coast and get right on here. So,
All right, man. Yeah, thanks again, and I will talk to you later.
all right, take care.
All right, see ya.